What's going on, everybody? I'm coming at you currently from my truck. I'm in Monroe. I just got my teeth cleaned. I also just ate. So if there's food in my teeth, ignore it. But what I do, I treat myself. Oh, after I get my teeth cleaned, I go to Butter, a little bakery, and it's a gluten-free bakery. I am gluten-free, something you may not know about me. And I go to this gluten-free bakery. And this morning, it's National Chicken and Waffles Day. I only know that because I got up at 6 in the morning and decided to watch the news before I got on the road to head to Monroe to get my teeth cleaned. It's National Chicken and Waffles Day. Excuse me. And I decided to get chicken and waffles at the bakery. They have it. They make it in like this casserole and they cut it into squares. I don't know. It's fine. It's like it hits the spot for that salty, savory meal that you may be craving. But at the same time, you know, that and some cheese grits, Southwestern. Also got the Southwestern grit bowl. It's kind of like a side dish, really. I don't know, but it between those two, it's sitting pretty heavy on my stomach. And then so that's my first treat when I come over here, and I get a coffee, black drip. I'm not a latte guy. I think in college, like that was kind of, I stair-stepped my way into coffee by drinking lattes, and that's not necessarily true. My parents were drinking coffee. They started drinking coffee when I was in high school, and I would come home from college, and they had a Keurig, and I would get a tall cup of Keurig coffee. I would put an inordinate amount of half and half into the coffee, and then I would put two packets of Splenda. Crazy work. 2 packets of Splenda. Who let me do that? That's psycho. I don't know. It was so coffee journey. Let me just tell you about it. I'm a coffee snob, some have called me. So from then I was drinking that, and then I started backing off on the creamer a little bit, but I really started backing off on the Splenda heavy until I was trying to figure out how to put a half a packet of Splenda in my coffee in the mornings. And at that point I was like, cut the Splenda altogether, because I never could nail the half a pack. It was either too much. It was usually too much still. So I cut the Splenda out, and I was just half and half. And I was just half and half for a really long time. I don't know when. I started drinking light roast coffee when I was in college. Drip. And I stopped putting creamer in my light roast. Now I would put creamer in my dark roast coffees, but not my light roast. Anyway, that's my coffee journey. Now today I drink it all black. Every now and then, if I want a sweet treat, I put a little whipping cream in a dark roast coffee. But the whipping cream does not agree with me. The dairy and me are not close friends. I hope the audio on this is okay. I guess I could pause. You can pause it, but you can't go back and like watch the video. We're 4 minutes in. Do I keep going? Or do I stop? No, we're this far in. I'm not. I can put my headphones in and see. Maybe get some type of assurance that the quality. It doesn't matter. I'm not driving. My truck's not loud. My AC's not blowing real hard. So my second treat when I come over here is I come to the local cigar lounge in Monroe. It used to be called Governor's. They got bought by another company out of Oklahoma, I think, called Omerta. And I come over here. Don't tell my wife, but I'm a member of the lounge, which means I have a key to the back door. And I get to go into the members lounge, except that I left my key at home. So I can't get in, and they don't open for another 30 minutes, which is depressing. So I, in the meantime, have a pipe, back with the corn cob, Missouri Meerschaum. I actually have a little bit of tobacco still in this pipe that needs cleaning out. I was gonna try to shoot this video from inside of the lounge, you know, before anybody got there this morning, but I guess not. So I have my pipe, and I have a brand new tin of tobacco that I think we should try out together. It is called Nutty Irishman. It is an aromatic from Cornell Diehl. Let me read it to you. A unique blend combining the heavenly hazelnut flavor of frangelico and honeyed aromatic spice of Irish mist in a delightfully satisfying manner. That's all I got to say. It's an aromatic. They're pretty proud of it. I mean, not they're proud of it. It's pretty popular on their website. Got the pop top. Let's crack her open. Woo! I can smell that immediately. Smells downright incredible. How will it smoke? I don't know, because it's giving off slightly overpowered vibes, like a little too infused, you might say. Whew. I mean, I almost can't get my nose all the way in it. Yeah, smells like coffee liqueur, with a hint of like Nutella, chocolate, and like any type of, you know, not Dr. Black, Mr. Black, is that the espresso liqueur out of Australia? Reminds me a little bit of that. This really needs some drying time. I'm probably not gonna give it any. I don't know. It's not super damp. Wish I had a plate that I could set it right there. In case you were wondering, that's what it looks like. I'm gonna close that back up. Whew, yeah, it's a little stout. I've had this in the cupboard there for a while and just haven't broke it out yet, but it seems like a good day for it. I've been wanting to break out an aromatic. Some people in the pipe smoking community are anti-aromatics. They say no. We don't like them for whatever reason. Now, here's, for those of you who don't know, maybe are not super into the pipe smoking world, aromatics smell really good. That's why they call them aromatics. It's almost like incense. It doesn't smell like incense, but like if you're smoking a pipe in a room and you're smoking an aromatic, everyone in that room is going to go, wow, that smells incredible. What are you smoking? It may not taste like what it smells like. And that is the hang up with aromatics. So many people say that, you know, they don't get the flavor out of them. I don't know. To each their own. But what I'm saying is if you're trying to smoke around your spouse, your loved one who maybe is not big on pipe tobacco, maybe start with an aromatic. You know, get yourself off the ground. It's one that would, like, if you smoked it in your house, you know, your house is going to smell better because of it. Which is not something you can say about really anything that you smoke. Cigars leave a horrendous room note. Anywhere that you smoke cigars, it's not as bad as cigarettes, but if you smoke cigars inside, wherever you're smoking them, smells pretty rough because of those cigars. But aromatic pipe tobacco is not that way, at least in my experience. It's not feeling super damp right now. I gave it probably 2 or 3 minutes drying time. It's about all I can afford to give when I'm shooting a video. Some of you may say, dude, you're gonna smoke a pipe right after you leave the dentist? Yeah, I am. I hate the dentist. And they're really sweet. And if anybody from my dentist is watching this, I'm sorry. But like, oh gosh, it just, nothing about it is enjoyable to me. You know what I mean? There's some people that like the way their teeth feel when they leave. I don't. I don't like the way my teeth feel when I leave. I don't know. It's just a source of anxiety for me. I really hate it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not tasting just a whole lot, you know. Not really tasting tobacco. I'm not really tasting any type of hazelnut or frangelica, Irish mist. Not really picking up on any of that. You know how a LaCroix or one of those flavored sparkling waters, it smells like there was fruit somewhere in the room where they poured you, where they made the LaCroix. Like you're watching a TV program of lime, but there's static over the top of it. That's what this is kind of like giving me the vibe of. It doesn't really... There's a hint of what they're talking about, and now the aroma is very nice. And here's, I mean, maybe that's what you want more than anything if you pick this up. Kind of tastes like a burnt hot chocolate. Yeah, just like a distant off. Burnt chocolatey flavor. I don't know. And I don't even think like it's supposed to taste like chocolate, but that's what I'm tasting. But you know, not bad, I guess. There is a pipe tobacco by a guy in Jackson, Mississippi. It's called the Country Squire. He makes pipe tobaccos, or that company does. Kind of a boutique brand, you might say, but they've got a pipe tobacco called Tom Bigby, and which I don't think it's Tom Bigby anymore. I think they had to change the name because Amazon bought The Lord of the Rings, and they had to change the name. Anyway, this reminds me of that. It's got this, but I think I would smoke that before I smoke this. Like, I don't know. This is just really single faceted. And I'm partial to tobaccos that taste like tobacco too. Like, this doesn't really. Yeah. I'll quit being negative about it. We can talk about something else. I've been trying to come up with a list of books that I want to read to my son, who could be born any day now. Right now, The Hobbit is at the top of the list. Well, like, you know, the Bible, number one. Aside from that, though, The Hobbit is kind of at the top of the list, and I don't really know what else. I don't really know what else I would put on the list. I don't know. I'm struggling to come up with good books to read to your kids. I know the Chronicles of Narnia is one. I'm having a hard time getting excited to read that. Maybe one day when he'll know what I'm reading, it will be easier to get excited about that. Anyway, I've been wanting to start, order some books so that I can sit in the nursery and just read to him, while he's sleeping or whatever, or while I'm watching him. At least for like an hour a day, read. Spend an hour of my time trying to read to him. I'm having a hard time coming up with some books because, it doesn't make sense. I can read children's books to him, and when he is ready to, when he can understand what I'm reading him, I'll absolutely read him children's books. But in the meantime, I want to read books that I would like to read. So I guess The Hobbit is at the top of the list. I have a copy of The Princess Bride I could read. Some Sherlock Holmes while it's still October. We are a week out from his due date. Crazy. October 27th. A week from today. A lot of women would be going in and getting induced today. 39 weeks. I don't know. We have an appointment tomorrow, so we'll see. We won't induce tomorrow, but we'll talk to the doctor and kind of come up with a game plan of what we will how we will plan to move forward. So anyway, all right, that's my review. One of the first tobaccos that I've talked about that I didn't like, so a little disappointing. I wanted to like it. And maybe I don't like hazelnut. It's almost got a year of age on it, which is pretty crazy. But I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe I'll give it away to my brother. Say, hey man, he smokes pipes a little bit. Like, hey, give this a shot. Tell me what you think. I think he smokes more aromatics. But all right, thanks for joining me on this Monday morning. Got a little tobacco in my coffee. We'll see you.